So there was a Reddit question how to create a shape like this, and I will begin creating this top part, and then cylinder down here and loft between them. So the top part is very much defined by this line here, and from the top it looks like this. So let's do that. If we have a canvas, we can of course use that as a guide, but I just make it freehand now. So we know these will be horizontal to each other and also horizontal to the origin, and these ones as well should be lined up like that. And I further constrain this by creating some construction lines and made them midpoint constraint to the origin. So now I can change, and I should also set these to be equal to each other and the up and downer one equal to each other. So I can change the shape easily like this. And the handles should also be constrained horizontal vertical. So I can drag it to my liking, maybe like so, and finish sketch. So that's how it looks from the top, and then we sketch how it looks from the side. So let's say it's shaped like an arc. We can draw that arc and something like that, and we know that these should be at the same height, and we also know that this should be centered like so. And let's do this a little bit larger than the first sketch. So here we can define radius. And you will use the canvas to get this right. So finish sketch and go to surface, extrude. Extrude this not one side but symmetric until it goes beyond the limits of the other sketch. And then use trim using that oval shape as a trim tool and click outside here. So now we got this surface here. We can hide the sketch. So this will just will not be used as geometry. It's just something to help me, because we want this upper surface to be a little bit pillow shaped. So I want to use patch later, but I want the patch to have some direction. So along this surface we made, I use ruled surface and drag it down. So this will serve as a direction for our patch, and we can alter this if we need to. This angle, it was set to normal if it was, and then it will start normal to it. You can also have it to tangent, but it's just the starting position that differs. So something like that, and we can hide the first body and use patch here. And instead of connected, I want to set this to curvature. So it's very high now, but just drag it down until it matches what you want. Maybe like so. And that body is not used anymore. So next step would be to create an offset plane somewhere down here where we want it to be go to that cylinder, and create a circle down there, maybe 15. Finish sketch and extrude that some amount. And I also want to patch that down, the lower opening down there. And then we could try lofting between this and over here. And profile 2 is down here. That one we want to change to curvature. And that's basically it. And maybe you want more control of how this loft is made. So perhaps you want it to be perfectly circular around this height. Let's try doing that by creating another offset plane and sketch on that. A circle a little bit larger. So if we go back to our loft, if I delete the lower one, I can go to this as profile 2 and this as profile 3. So now it's perfectly circular at this height. And profile 3 should be curvature continuous. So if we look at the surface here, it kind of goes almost up inside there. Maybe we don't want that. We want more control over how it looks from the side here. We could go back before the loft, create a sketch on this plane, and bring back that mid-circle. So now we're going to create some guide rails for the loft, but we want to be able to grab onto exactly the point where this surface intersects our sketch plane, and also where this circle intersects our sketch plane, and down there as well. So go to project and intersect. I want an intersection of this body and this body, and same thing again, but there's in entities instead. So we just need those 2 points there. And then create this spline between this point, this one, and down here. So we want this to be a smooth transition here. We can use this curvature constraint between the spline and the projected line down there. And then we could start manipulating the handles to what we think looks good. So yeah, maybe something like that. And this was very short, so I want to make that have more impact on the curve, like so. And we also want one on the other side, so let's mirror this. And we could mirror it around the origin. Okay, and finish sketch. So back into the loft. You see the surface differs from our lines because we haven't selected them as guide rails yet. So you see it needs also one on the other side. Like so. And you can do the same from this direction. It looks a little bit bumpy here, so let's do that. Sketch on this plane instead. And same thing, we need some projections. Intersect. And fit one spline. That looks okay to me. And mirror that. Finish sketch and back into the loft and continue selecting those lines as guardrails. So now we have controlled the surface. And back in this surface patch, you see it got this option to select interior rails. You can also make guide rails for this one if you want it to go a little bit more down here or something. But I'm satisfied with this. So we now got a bunch of surface bodies, and to make them solid, we just use stitch, select them all, and OK. So now we got one solid body. And the last step I made on mine was to go back to solid and create a small fillet over here. Maybe even smaller. Yeah, that's it.